Thank you for giving us an audience today to demonstrate to you why our chapter, University of Southern California, is truly deserving of the 2012 Rite Aid SNPhA Chapter of the Year Award. The University of Southern California's SNPhA chapter was chartered in spring 2008 by 2 African American students. Today, we have over 160 members who speak over 36 different languages. As our membership grows, our range of impact, the amount of lives that we touch, is expanding rapidly as well. Through our various outreach programs, the goal is to develop our SNPhA members into accountable and respectable professionals, individuals that will go above and beyond the call of duty, excel, and always remember to give back to the community, especially the underserved. We do this through mentorship. We are also developing a pipeline of future high school and pre-pharmacy students to follow in our footsteps. Today, we teach and mentor them. Tomorrow, they will become, hopefully, leaders in SNPhA and leaders in the community.
I often go to the Bravo High School, which is right up the street from the School of Pharmacy here at USC, and we often go there and do student presentations. I bring in students from other areas with other different backgrounds from undergrad who are in pharmacy school now, just to give them an idea, give the students an idea of how diverse the backgrounds can be, yet you can still be in pharmacy school and the prerequisites they go through to get to pharmacy school.
SNPhA's mentors have been invaluable in my development as a person and as a student, and I really think that holds true for every student who has every high school student who has ever talked to a SNPhA mentor. Being the president of the Pharmacy Explorers program at my high school, Bravo, I've learned so much about myself. I've learned I can be persistent, I have leadership skills, I have time management skills, I have confidence actually, which is pretty new for me.
We also strive to develop a globally active voice. We do this through our many international outreach programs. We aim to leave everywhere we go better than it was before we came.
It's been 3 years since SNPhA chapter at USC was born, and all these 3 years we've actually accomplished great projects, and we have done international trips all 3 years during Christmas time as sort of a Christmas service learning trip to reach the global community. With SNPhA, we do several outreach events locally as well as globally. So over the last 3 years, we have been to Jamaica, we've been to Tijuana, Mexico, to Belize, and we also do outreach events like health fairs.
Our newest international project was Project Belize in December 2011. SNPhA members visited local orphanages in Haitieville, Belize. We educated the locals on HIV prevention, we educated the children on poison prevention, and we also conducted our first international health fair. The health fair offered blood pressure screenings, body fat analysis, patient education, and counseling. Our quarterly trip to Mexico is a unique opportunity for us to lend a helping hand to our neighbors in Tijuana.
The first patient that we had was a patient that presented to the SNPhA pharmacy clinic showing signs and symptoms of hypertension urgency.
She had symptoms of dizziness, she was shaken, and she expressed this to one of our SNPhA members that was a Spanish speaker.
So at this time, I noticed she could barely stand, and I brought her into the clinic, sat her down, and explained to our student pharmacist in charge, which was Tony.
And we were able to sit this patient down, acquire a blood pressure cuff, and take her blood pressure.
And it was 200/100. And we, looking at the medication, the limited medications that we had available to us, Tony was able to identify a particular medication that was going to help this patient and resolve her hypertension.
After realizing that fact, the SNPhA pharmacy team quickly sprang into action, and myself, acting as a student pharmacist in charge on that particular trip, went to our medication box, which was quite limited.
The patient took the medication, and we let her rest, and in about 5 to 10 minutes, again, we took her blood pressure, and it had gone down significantly.
We were able to gradually reduce this patient's blood pressure, and you know, it was just a great situation to be a part of, to actually watch or what SNPhA does.
In particular, having a Spanish speaker at the clinic was very beneficial to this patient's life.
Over time, the patient's blood pressure resolved to normal, and you know, especially looking into her 3 kids' eyes as they sat and watched their mom dizzy and shaken, it was very rewarding to have been a part of that.
So in Mexico, SNPhA saves lives. SNPhA salva vidas.
USC SNPhA is actively engaged in the Southern California community, as our university encourages us to think globally and act locally.
Each event that I visit, and we visit a lot of them, community health fairs and screenings, I have to tell you, it is not uncommon to see USC and the School of Pharmacy present. Dr. Walter Cathy, for example, has made it his business to be in the variety of these places as a champion for what's new and what's next and what's important in terms of the delivery of quality pharmacy care and support.
Our SNPhA projects has really shown our community what pharmacists can do, including our own Los Angeles supervisor, Mark Ridley Thomas. Being the advisor of the USC SNPhA chapter, from starting the program a few years ago until today, has been one of the highlights of my pharmacy career. And I've been a pharmacist for 50 years.
USC actively participates in all 6 national SNPhA initiatives. Our local programming includes health screenings for diabetes, blood pressure screenings, health education, voters registration drives, and health policy activities. USC SNPhA has also developed a tradition of empowering our members to champion new projects and activities according to their individual passion. This has led to the development of some very unique programs, which we are proud to call our local initiatives. I Hablo You is one of such programs. I Hablo You means I speak you. This program started as a community education partnership where USC students interested in learning Spanish paired up with Spanish-speaking community members interested in learning English. Healthy Youth Initiative is another such program. This initiative was started in line with Mrs. Obama's National Childhood Obesity Program. Through this initiative, we educate local elementary students the importance of eating well and exercise. Our Beyond Bars project began when one SNPhA member asked the insightful question, why has the USC School of Pharmacy not reached out to the young people across the street in the Los Angeles Juvenile Hall? Although the security clearance process was lengthy and intricate, we have been successful at being able to lead an HIV education session with the inmates, as well as participating in an open house health education fair at the detention center. Developing a partnership with Rite Aid would help us grow by leaps and bounds. We know this because Rite Aid's support has contributed to our success thus far. We have come very far in just 4 years, but our journey does not end here. We're still in the race because there are many more lives and communities to touch.